Now live.
Hello and happy Monday. Let me paste in what we're making and we will get right to it. Thomas.
Yes.
Do you know what's different about today's live than anything in the last couple months?
We're 1 hour earlier.
The lights aren't on. And you know that deeply affects my soul. I am so much happier. I'm also having a great day today because I won 3 Maj hands in a row. So I think I should go buy a lotto ticket and live my best life. I am thriving. It was a wild day. We'll get into it in a minute. Those of you who are here early, I'll say it now. At the end of Insta Live, I will give you instructions on how to enter a giveaway. We're doing an all-clad 5-piece set giveaway. It's their D3 collection, and we are about to make the perfect steak, the perfect eggs, and like maybe if we're bored, we'll make something else. I haven't really decided yet, but here we go. We're just gonna get, oh, I lost my light flare. That was so beautiful. Hi, everyone. It was 70 in New York today. Honestly, we're all having a great day. It feels like spring is imminent. Forget what's happening in the rest of the world. Let's just like have a really beautiful moment right here, right now. Also, we will have to talk about Love Story at some point tonight because it's so good. Hold on, I want to stay. What should we make first? Do you guys want to learn how to make the perfect soft scramble or the perfect steak? I think we should start with the steak because soft scrambles are first. What did I just say?
Would you use the same, wait a second, I got a question.
Okay.
Would you use the same skillet for both of them to reduce the amount of dishes you're using or what?
Well, no, because
Would
this
you,
is,
or no?
I'm making 3 eggs, and this is the 10-inch. This is too big for 3 eggs. I'm going to use the 8-inch for 3 eggs and the 10-inch for the steak. These are both part of the D5 collection.
But if you wanted to add some flavor to your eggs, could you
Sure.
cook the steak first and
Hold
then
on.
you would get all the goodness flavor for the eggs?
There we go. That's much better. It had a quick tint of sunscreen on the camera. Yeah, I mean, technically you could, but let's get into that first. Okay, so first things first, we have a gorgeous ribeye. The snow is coming on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thomas, you did the @ sign.
Every time I see people do it, I do it.
You are such a loser. Okay, we have a gorgeous ribeye. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take my Gorge 10-inch all-clad stainless steel pan. Beautiful. And I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to heat this over high heat for like 2 to 3 minutes to get it hot. And we're gonna prep our steak in the meantime. So here's a couple things. There's just so much to discuss.
When you're looking for a pan like this, it's considered a pan?
Wait, I had this whole
Or a
conversation
skillet.
with people on Threads. This is a skillet. What?
Yeah. When you're looking,
Hot
what
pan.
do you look for in a skillet or a
Okay,
pan?
I had this whole conversation with a stranger today on Threads because you know I love Threads. I spend like actually an absurd amount of time there compared to what I spend on Instagram now. Someone said I need a new pots and pans. What's got me cooking? Tell me what to do. And here was my answer. The answer is you don't. If you are on a budget and let's say you have $300 to buy amazing pots and pans, there is absolutely no point in buying anything if you're looking for stainless besides all-clad. Because if you buy one of the other brands that's like a little bit new and like the ones who are like trendy colors, I cooked with them in my, we were at a rental house a couple weeks ago. I cooked once in it and I think I ruined the entire pan. Like you want something that's gonna last you forever and you only have to pay for it once and then you buy a 10-inch skillet and then you buy 1 pot and then you add to it over time. And we had this whole conversation on Threads and it gave me so much joy because all these other chefs started chiming in and agreeing with me. And it was a really beautiful community moment, which is what Threads is all about.
So you can beat these up pretty good and they can take, or these can handle,
treat them with love and
right,
kindness.
but they are made to be used. Like,
Yes, I just burned all the arm hair off of my arm, by the way.
should you turn the fan on up above before
Yes,
you smoke the house
we
out?
will absolutely turn the fan on. What do I need?
Are your stems in the back real, Gabby?
Yes, I got cherry blossoms. I think or apple blossoms. One of the blossoms. I got some sort of blossom yesterday at the farmer's market. Okay, wait, quickly before we're gonna get started, we are going to season the steak pretty aggressively with salt and pepper. You can add Tuscan if you want to this too. We're just gonna do it super simple to start. Oh my God, I keep burning myself. I'm being very
I
willy-nilly.
have a question for Lippy.
I have it. Okay, go ahead. It's not for me.
What time is it where she's at?
I think Lippy's in London. Are you in London? I couldn't remember.
Well, what time is it in
Yeah, she's Brit Insomniac. It's 8 hours ahead. Okay, So, a couple things.
So does she have a timer at like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m.?
No, she's just awake. Are you awake also because you're watching Love Story and you can't sleep? Because that was me last night. Okay, I'm reducing this down just to medium heat. So the way we're gonna cook this steak is slightly different from the way we are going to cook the egg. So for the steak, I'm going to put in the littlest bit of oil. Just a little bit, maybe a teaspoon, not much. Swirl it around a little bit more than that.
And Ryan says, "We need to wax when you got gas."
Who needs a wax? Yeah, it's true. Except for like who's waxing their arms. So you can see, I think, let me hold you like this. First of all, my pan's smoking. So like, let's maybe got it a little too hot. Let's turn on our heat. Turn on our thing. You want the oil to shimmer. Can you see that? If it's not shimmering, it is not hot enough. If it's not like getting juicy and distributing everywhere, pause. Like get your pan hotter. We are going to put our steak right down, and for 3 to 4 minutes, we're not going to touch it. We're just going to let it go. It's on medium-high heat, and we're going to let the stainless sear it out of the steak, and then we're going to flip it and do another 2 to 3 minutes on each side.
What's your go-to oil?
I'm using the Cobram tonight. It's extra virgin olive oil. Just started Love Story spoon. I missed the name of the pots and the pans. These are all clad. They're my go-to stainless, period, end of story. I won't even entertain something else. Leave this here. I know it's so tempting. So a couple things when you're making steak. Here's some rules that I like to live by. Number one, you're gonna preheat the pan. If your pan's not hot, we have a problem to begin with. That's why a lot of stuff gets messed up. When you're doing a steak, I always start it with oil, not butter. We'll add the butter at the end. Speaking of which, let's go get butter right now before we forget.
What did you season steak with?
Just salt and pepper. Hold on, you can stay here. You're gonna lay the steak in. Lay it away from you. I got it. You're gonna lay it away from you so none of the oil can splatter you.
And non-toxic, correct?
Correct. Then you are going to do nothing for 3 to 4 minutes. Also, I'm just looking at my notes. I have a discount code for you if you're buying all clad in the next couple weeks. From Life's Elixir, watching Love Story tonight. Did you talk about camp yet? No, so we haven't talked about camp yet. I'm very focused on my steak, but we can talk about camp very briefly. We good? Before we talk about camp, the reason you don't want to touch this for 3 to 4 minutes is you want to get the most gorgeous sear on here perfect. Like you want it to release from the pan. If you try and flip this before it's ready to release, you will not get a perfect sear on it. Hold on, wait for it. Has anyone been timing this?
What size if you can only have one?
Look at that. Beautiful. Let's leave it on for 1 more minute. What size if you can only have one all clad? 10-inch would be my go-to starter, or the 12-inch. Then I would get the 8-inch, and then I would get a pot, like to do pasta and such in. Okay, flip her over. And then we're gonna let her go for another 3 minutes on that side. And while we're there, take your butter, cut off like 2 tablespoons of it. And at the end, we're gonna put this in the all pad and we're gonna let it really quickly sizzle. And then we're gonna add a clove of garlic into there as well. I'm gonna turn this down ever so slightly. We need a clove of garlic. What else can I tell you? Who has a question? Babe, are you monitoring questions for me?
Yep.
Great, thank you. Okay, what did I miss? Did I say, blah, 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 we're gonna finish it with butter and with a little bit of garlic. How gorgeous is the natural light in your kitchen? I know, it makes me endlessly happy. Is that the ribeye? Is that ribeye just joined? What did that mean?
Is that a ribeye?
Oh yes, it's a ribeye. Let's give this another 2 minutes, then we're gonna add the butter and we're gonna tilt the pan and we're gonna baste it. So
do you know if these play nicely with induction or electrical burners?
I've never had an induction burner, I don't know. I don't know the answer. Could cold steak in a hot pan or bring it to room temperature? Never cook a whole cold steak. You want to bring your steak to room temperature for like an hour before you're cooking it. That way it cooks more evenly. Hot tip, thank you for bringing that up.
Is this considered a reverse
This
sear?
is not a reverse sear because we're not putting it in the oven. A reverse sear would be if you baked essentially the steak in the oven until it was a even temperature throughout, and then threw it in an all clad. Both is amazing.
What doneness will the steak be?
I'm going for medium rare, but if you want it to be medium, add another like 90 to 120 seconds per side.
What keeps it from sticking?
What keeps it from sticking was the tiny little bit of oil we put in, and then not fussing with it. You let all clad. Here's the thing: when it has this even distribution, which it does, you don't need to move it around. Like, just let it do its thing. It's perfect. We preheated the pan, and then we're gonna add the butter and let it melt. And we're also gonna add in a little clove of garlic on the top of that. And then I'm gonna tilt the pan away from me once this totally cooks down, and start basting the steak with the butter. But hold on, I want my butter to melt. You could also add like a thing of rosemary. Wait, do we have any thyme in our garden? Coulda, woulda, coulda. But when I put up that question box the other day about what everybody wanted to know, I was like, for sure everyone's gonna want to know how to make eggs. Steak was like a very prominent answer. Okay, tilt it away, take the butter, and just baste it up. And the garlic is cooking right now in the butter too. Keep it in there. Great. I've never had, when we were looking for apartments in Seattle, wasn't everything induction up there? I think everything's induction here too now. It's like a new build, right? I don't know the answer. So a couple tips for the steak. Like I said earlier, you're gonna do oil first and then finish with butter. We're gonna do soft scramble in a minute. That's butter first. I mean, you could do oil if you wanted to, but I prefer butter in my eggs.
How long do you preheat?
Like 1 or 2 minutes. Doesn't need to be long. And for example, when we do the eggs, which I'll show you in a second, you preheat the pan and then you turn it down. But because the all clad retains heat so nicely, you can turn it down and the heat stays, but you're not gonna burn or like fry your eggs. So just give this. What time did we start this at? Has anyone been paying attention? Me neither. Let me get a clean plate. The last part about making a great steak is you want it to rest. So that's why I did it first, because we're gonna let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes while we're doing the eggs. So the total time is 4 minutes on each side. You know, it's a little dependent on the thickness of your steak. This is a 1-inch ribeye. So like 3 to 4 minutes on each side would be, I mean, look at that gorgeous sear. You just want to get a little bit more butter on this. Let's take it off the heat.
4 minutes.
Perfect. And then I don't want to leave any of this gorgeous, look at all that butter in there. All that, just drizzle it on top and let it rest like this. I don't really care about that garlic clove, that can stay. But this also, so easy to clean. We're just gonna let it sit here.
That's a good tip to know if it's ready or not when you preheat it.
What?
With stainless, you can always add a drop of water and it beats up.
I forgot, you want me to show you that on the eggs? I don't actually like getting the pan that hot for eggs, but I'll show you what, yes, that's a great tip. Hold on, let's prep the eggs before we do this. Okay, sorry, I just joined. What oil did you use? Just an extra virgin olive oil. You could either put an extra virgin olive oil in the skillet, tiny bit, like a teaspoon or less. More oil in the skillet and it will, you know how like I get sad because I scrub my stove every 2 days, like a psychopath? Also, I'm in the middle of spring cleaning and let me tell you, the joy it brings me is next level insane. If you put too much oil in the skillet, the oil will spit. A, you could get it on your arms, which is obviously painful, but B, it'll get your stove dirty. So don't do that. You just need a tiny little bit of oil. Hold on, I'm gonna keep the story going. I'm just gonna grab my little eggs. Hello from the Middle East. We love you. Hi.
What are your thoughts on sous vide?
Sous vide what?
Have you ever sous vide a steak?
I haven't done sous vide since culinary school.
Yeah.
But like to me, that requires
a lot of equipment, right?
I mean, you can sous vide kind of in a makeshift thing if you want, but like to me, you would just reverse sear and finish on an all clad. Okay, let's pivot. What do you use to clean your stove? I'll show you. I shall show you. This. Oh no, this is for my friend. This is same brand though. Take a screenshot and then flip the picture around. It's amazing. Is it non-toxic? Don't know. A lot of people ask on the Q&A what you clean an All Clad with. I just use Blue Dawn dish soap. All Clad sells a cleaner if you really want something that's like akin to a barkeeper's friend. You could use either of them. But elbow grease and a great sponge. And listen, does the brand say put them in the dishwasher? No. But huh? I'm not putting it down the drain. I put a thingamabob in there so it'll stop. I'm just cracking my eggs. Can you make grains like rice or quinoa in stainless without it sticking? For sure. Okay, so any sort of grains you do in a pot, a skillet, a pan, whatever, I would oil, grain, saute, get a little each granule covered a little bit with the oil, and then you can add your liquid, stock, whatever it is, pop the top on, simmer, and it shouldn't stick at all. Like I prefer to do rice in this. This is what I do. When I'm just like cooking for the kids, I do rice in like a little mini pot.
Andrea would throw her eggshells in the sink.
Is Andrea here?
Yes.
Hi, don't throw your eggshells in the sink. My plumber came and he literally shamed me. He shamed me. He walked in, he goes...
I was here 6 weeks ago.
It's like... but yeah, that was embarrassing. He was like, you can't put things down the disposal. He like found... It wasn't me. It had to have been Thomas, but there was sweet potato peel down there. It certainly wasn't me. I will take absolutely no responsibility for the fact that we had to get our drains
changed. Did you show them our overkill solution?
Now Thomas put those in the sink because he doesn't trust me not to put anything down. We love each other, but he doesn't trust me.
And you know what? We haven't had any clogs since.
Not even that, but when the plumber came to snake our drain, is that what the proper terminology is? He couldn't even do it with the little drain. He had to go to the car and get the big mama drain. He was like, this is gonna cost even extra. And I was like, devastated. Why did I come in here? Look how organized my fridge is right now. By the end of the week, it'll look like an absolute shit show. But right now, it's stunning. I know. What is the disposable for if you can't use it?
It's an upsell.
You're a liar. I don't know. I'm just listening to what the plumber said because he shamed me. Are you going to do a veg? No. What do you want me to, what kind of vegetables do I have? I have potatoes. That would take too long. And I have cucumbers and dill and we could do asparagus. Do you want to do asparagus?
Do you use milk or water in your scrambled eggs?
Should we cook an asparagus while we're here too? We have the pan. Let's do it in the same pan we did the steak in because that will be delicious. A fridge tour. I'll give you a very quick fridge tour. There's not a ton in it right now, but I'll just give you a quick. All my beautiful condiments, hot sauces, face masks, and some seasoning. Over here, we've got all the pickly things, eggs. This side's less organized. Thomas, if you look up, has 12 things currently of cottage cheese in our fridge because he's, love him. These pickles are my absolute obsession. If you go to the Hollywood Farmers Market, look for them. We've got mayo, all the berries, hummus, sun-dried tomatoes, bananas that just came out of the freezer because I'm going to make banana bread, some turkey, some tortillas, all the cheese, more Tillamook than I know what to do with because my children are obsessed, and then veggies down there.
Are you heating the egg pan right now?
Was I heating the egg pan? No, I turned the egg pan off because I knew I was going to start chit-chatting. I'm not a plumber, so I take my thoughts with a grain of salt. Okay. The lecture we got as to what can go down those pristine drains is stuck in our heads. Wait, what did your plumber tell you? Tell me, are your berries covered? No, I don't cover my berries, and I'm putting Parmesan in my eggs right now. I don't cover my berries because that creates more condensation. Here, I'll show you. I line each container with a paper towel, and then I put my berries in, and I do not wash them. Don't wash them. Just put your berries in and then wash them before you eat them. If you wash them and you don't meticulously dry them, they will mold faster, and I need my berries to last. I buy them on Sunday, and we run out usually Friday afternoon, so I think I time it quite well because then we go buy more on Sunday. Hold on, I'm getting so sidetracked. There's so much to talk about. Also, like, I just am like so like on level 10 from winning Maj today. We went to the restaurant walk. Okay, wait, quick. 3 eggs.
My husband is a
Pepper.
plumber and says absolutely never put anything down there. Ever.
Oh my God, we have intel from the source. Tell us more. Can you get your husband over here?
No, it's as simple as don't put stuff down the drain.
Then what's the point of having the drain? What's the point of having the disposal?
It's a backup if something does go down there and you can't get it out. Because if something whole went down there and it got in the pipe, you'd be toast. So it's like the disposal acts as like a backup emergency stitch. It's like an escape window. Think about it. If you didn't have a disposal there,
It's like someone having emergency cash in their wallet and always using their emergency cash.
Yes, exactly.
3 eggs, a little Parmesan, pepper. We'll salt them later. Give this a great saute. I mean, a great whisk. We want it to be it does take small particles.
Right, but everyone asking why you have a disposal. Imagine if you didn't and something did go down the drain.
You gotta be able to move it down.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I don't know who said their husband was a plumber, but like, thank you. Okay, whisk your eggs beautifully. Like people put their dirty dishes in the dishwasher with crud on it.
Yeah, it takes small particles.
Now Thomas makes me rinse my stuff. Okay, gorge. All right, let's talk about this. We have some butter. We are gonna do asparagus. Why not? We have time. Well, maybe we actually don't have a ton of time. Let's see. We'll see how we're doing. Take a pat of butter. Basically, maybe a little less than a tablespoon. Put it in your pan. Okay, wait. I'm gonna run through this. I wrote this out really nicely for you guys when you're cooking with stainless for steak and eggs, which were the 2 most talked about things. When you're doing steak, preheat oil, seasoned steak lay in. For butter, you're gonna preheat butter, then you're gonna add your eggs and you're gonna season. Thomas knows a lot about it seems. My plumber said the shells get stuck in the pipes and that was to blame for my backup. This is the craziest thing to me. I'm late, but I've arrived. Listen, we can talk about dishwashers all day, but right now we're gonna focus on some eggs. D3 or D5? I am using D5. That's what I have. I've had it since my wedding, which was, how many years ago did we get married? 14? Is this going to be our 14-year anniversary?
2012.
14 years this year. Have I ever had to replace one of my all-clad? No, no. As Finn would say, no, 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 no. Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you the oil or the water. Let's do it for the asparagus. Somebody please remind me. This is what happens when you win 3 Maj hands during the day. You get very distracted and you're just so excited about life. Okay, number 1 thing you absolutely have to have when you are doing eggs. Melt butter, don't let it get brown. You need a spatula, silicone spatula. We're going to add the eggs in. I need to tilt you guys down so you can see this better. Okay, sorry. That's how we're gonna go about this.
What's the difference
Put the
between
eggs
the
in.
D5 and the D3?
The number of layers.
In the core?
Both are incredible. There's also copper core, which is also amazing. Okay, see how the edges are starting to solidify? You're just gonna take your spatula and you're gonna drag everything to the middle. Turn your heat all the way down to low because we want it to be as soft as possible. And we're also going to add a little bit of salt to this in just a second.
Hold on.
What's wrong? Can you see anything? Are you redoing me?
Your handle.
Oh, sorry guys. But again, see how the edges are starting to solidify? That's when you want to do a little zoop zoop with your spatula. Bring it all to the middle. You know those videos where they make the beautiful egg? I did that for the kids this morning and I felt like a true boss, but I'm not. We're going basic here because we just want to all be able to make a beautiful soft scramble without using nonstick if you don't have it. So just keep going. We want this to set a little bit more. The thing about a soft scramble is a lot of the work's gonna happen, or like some of the residual cooking's gonna happen off of the heat. Look at that. Can you see this? Are you like as impressed with my soft scramble as I am with it? It's so pretty. And this is like, okay, so it's a true soft scramble would take a little bit longer than this. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a very fancy French chef right now. But this is pretty gorgeous. We're gonna let it set a little bit longer. We're gonna transfer it to a plate. And I'm gonna show you that literally not a single thing will stick to this. Add a moderator to your live video. How do I do that?
You need to figure that one out.
It just gave me that as an option. Look at this. Not a single thing is sticking, okay? We're just gonna let it cook for about 10. Will you grab me a plate, babe? So I don't,
Yes.
If I walk away from this, I will burn it. Or it will scramble too much. And then watch, I'll show you how easy all this comes off. It's off the heat. Will you just put it right here on the stove?
It's not too hot?
No, it's fine. If you don't like a soft scramble, I appreciate you, and you will want to cook yours for like a minute longer. But this is beautiful. Okay, a little teeny tiny bit stuck, but watch how easily it'll come off because I used good quality pan.
Do you need help?
Help me. Help me.
What do you want?
I want you to just come over here so I can show everyone how easy this is gonna come off. No, just put it up.
I don't know where we're pointing.
Point
Hi,
towards
guys.
me.
There we go.
Just point it towards me, like selfie style. This is my favorite scrubber, by the way. Quick scrub, literally nothing left behind. And if you hadn't preheated the pan, way more of that would have been stuck. But like simple. And I always clean it right after. If you let it sit for too long, it takes me like hours to actually get in there and do it. Okay, can you do it when my hands are wet? Can you clean your pan while it's hot? I mean, you could let it cool a little bit, but mine had already cooled while it was cooking it, so it was fine. It's okay to clean them while they're hot. They're amazing. All Clad, are you here?
Yes.
What's your opinion on cleaning if it's right off of a soft scramble? Oh, I forgot to add my chives. Where's the scrubber from? It's from Crate and Barrel, but it's not sold there anymore. It was on my collection and it sold out. Look at this. The perfect soft scramble. Thomas, will you go ask Martha if she's good for 5 minutes and we'll do asparagus? Oh my God.
I can take one.
Look at that. It's literally perfection. Finn's gonna eat this. Like, just came home, missed all this, but can they be put in the washing machine? Well, no. You should definitely not put All Clad in the washing machine because that's what you wash your clothes in. The brand says hand wash with a scrubber. It's elbow grease. They sell cleaning supplies too. I've put mine in the dishwasher before. Don't judge me. You're not supposed to do it. Do as I say, not as I do. But mine's been fine for 14 years. Hi, Jan. I saw you just texted me. Okay, should we do a quick veg? All right, let's get this heated again. I'm gonna
5 minutes.
Huh?
You got 5 minutes.
Okay, I've got 5 minutes to teach you how to make asparagus. I'm just going to take out a little bit of the butter. I wouldn't normally do that, but I want to show you the water situation. So bring this up, bring it up, high heat, and then I'm gonna get a little sip of water, and this is what you want your pan to do when you're cooking. I know, I'm sorry, don't judge me. Don't forget the water trick. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, love you guys. I'm really glad we're in this as a team effort because I forgot, and we have to cut our steak. All Clad entered the chat and they're judging. They might be judging, but I love them and they love me. Okay, so while we're all here, I have a code. If you buy, I'm giving the What's Gotta Be Cooking Master List an update tomorrow, so if you wait for tomorrow, it'll have all of my All Clad on it. But if you buy directly from All Clad and you use the code WGC10, you get a 10% discount, which like I'm pretty sure there aren't many discounts. So like that feels very exciting. Okay, ready? I'm gonna teach it. If you put, I can never drink this water again because if you put a little water in your pan, it should just dance off. Did you see that? I feel like it needs to be slightly hotter actually. It needs to be a little bit more of a dance. What did All Clad say? We listen and we don't judge. We all judge. I can handle the judgment. I have seen it all at this point, quite literally. So bring it on. Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta prep the asparagus before our pan's ready. Okay, I don't even have a proper knife. Here's the deal. When you have these beautiful asparagus, which we all will soon because asparagus is coming into season, crack it. Where it cracks is where you line the rest of it up, and then you trim the rest of it here. Save the stalks, and you can, I got it. Here, now let's watch it dance. Ready? Oh, that danced, it was beautiful. Very hot. Okay, lower the heat a tiny bit. We're going to, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. A little bit of olive oil. We're gonna put our asparagus in here. Don't overcrowd the pan. That's just enough. Again, you're getting all the tips tonight. They're very similar. But like always in stainless, put it in, don't zhuzh it. Just let it cook. We've got it over medium heat. We're gonna add a little bit more olive oil. We'll season these as we go. So let them cook a little bit. We'll flip them and then we'll season them. Yeah, save the stock. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. If you're making stock, these are great for the stock. Stocks are great for stock. And the funny one. Yeah, WGC10 for 10% off the site. Oh, also, while we're here, can we collectively ask All Clad if they will bring back the cordless immersion blender? I'm so sorry. I love it deeply. Here's half of it. The other half of it's in my electronics drawer. It is quite literally my favorite thing. So I know it's hard to find things and like source things right now, but like collectively, if we could ask them that so nicely, maybe they'll listen to us. Do you think? If you could buy one All Clad pan, which would it be? I'd buy the 10-inch. I'd buy the 10-inch D3 or D5 or copper core. Doesn't matter which one, stainless, followed by an 8-inch, or if you have a big family and you're cooking a lot, get the 10-inch or the 12-inch. Oh, look at that. We want some like golden marks before we flip this over. And then we're gonna finish it on the other side, season it to go. We can add a little bit of water and put a top on this if we wanna steam a little bit, but I like my asparagus pretty al dente. Does All Clad have a Dutch oven? Well, they used to have a very sexy one. I'm gonna find it and show it to you. Hold on, let me flip this asparagus and I'll show you. The corded one drives me bonkers. Listen, we all want cordless. Okay, give this a zhuzh. Flip it back on the other side. Let's give this a little seasoning with some lemon pepper. Stand by. A little bit of Dalton and Co. salt. Little lemon pepper. Oh, it's a new one. We are lucky. What time is it?
There's another one that's open, I think.
Too late. Already got this. Let's give it a drizzle more of olive oil.
Does the 10-inch pan come with a lid?
No, not this one, but you can use, let me just show you what our beautiful lid drawer, what we're working with. You can use this, which is from a pot. Hold on, sorry, we're going for a ride. So watch, if you wanted to steam this a little teeny bit, just to like cook it faster, do that. This is actually slightly too big for the pot, but you know the idea. We're in a time crunch here up here.
Are you getting the Dutch oven?
Oh, yeah. Here, hold on. Let me show you the Dutch oven, then we'll get the asparagus off. And then, honestly, we've made a delicious dinner. This is... No, that's a pasta pot. No, that's also a pasta pot. Here. I don't think they make this one anymore. I could be wrong.
They do.
Do you still make this one?
We have some stunning Dutch ovens.
This is the 5
From
quart.
All Clad.
Do you guys remember this? If you followed me 10 years ago.
Copy.
Did you take a shower? Wow. Get it, girl. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, let's get the asparagus off, and then I gotta feed my children dinner. Careful. Here. I don't want the asparagus to spit at you. Look at that. Look at that gorgeousness. And honestly, we've got some of the drippings from the steak in there that I didn't entirely wipe up, so like, let them soak it up. I want to just make sure this is... Let me like come around. That was very hot. Holy shit. And it might have burned my mouth a little bit. It's fine. For you guys, it's anything. What did you put in with the eggs? Parmesan? No, and butter. No milk needed. You could put in milk if you wanted to, but you don't really need it. We just got back from gymnastics. I was convinced she was going to come out here and show you guys how to do a somersault or a cartwheel. If you're going to season the eggs with Dolgan & Co., I would go lemon pepper or chimney. I did lemon pepper on the asparagus. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so here's the thing. You want to take the asparagus off while they're still beautiful and bright green. They will finish cooking residually with the heat from them. So take them off, put them on a plate, and look at this. Look at this. I had no plan on making asparagus, so I'm really glad someone asked me about the veg, because this is going to be a delightful addition. But we have asparagus that we just made. We have the perfect soft scramble. And shall we cut into the steak really fast and make sure it's gorgeous? Because now that it's rested for at least 10 or 15 minutes, let's do it. I have the soup pot, aka the pasta pot I saw on Insta Live. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Get a little cutting board. My beautiful steak that is basted in butter. That is good steak. Oh, she is stunning. Okay, if you don't like a medium rare steak, you're gonna tell me this is not quite done, but like that is, wow, that just fell right apart. Quite literally perfect. That is perfect. Wanna try it? Mm-hmm. It's perfect. It's this is a really fatty piece, don't judge that one.
This is like steakhouse quality.
This is so good. Wow.
It reminds me of Ruth's Chris.
Look at that. That's perfect. Honestly,
That's good. That might be one of your better steaks.
this is one of my best steaks. Any food you don't eat. I don't like yellow mustard, but I will eat it in certain ways. No, I eat everything. I don't like awful intestines. No. Okay. So, because we all made it to the end, here's the giveaway. What brand of steak is it? It was a Snake River Farms ribeye. I got it at Italy this morning.
Seasoning with salt,
Pepper, olive oil. Salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil, finished with butter and garlic. It was honestly perfect. I can't wait for the kids to eat it. They're going to freak out. Stop licking your fingers. Absolutely never. I am cooking for myself and my family, and I will lick them until the end of time. We're all fine. We share the germs. My child coughed in my mouth this weekend. We're all going to survive. Wait, a giveaway. I have a 5-piece all-clad to give away. One lucky winner who is here is going to get it. So here's how to enter. I'm going to post this as soon as we finish to my reels. So give me 4 minutes. I got to get it up. Once it's up, comment whatever you would love to have a new set of all-clad for. Like, what's the first thing you would make? Would it be eggs? Would it be steak? Would it be pasta? Would it be blah, 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 you name it. Put it in the comments. I will randomly pick a winner first thing Wednesday morning, okay? Should we do a Dolgan & Co. finger licking code too? I'm just kidding. Maybe another time. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for coming. Give me a couple seconds to get this up and then you can enter. Good night.